Hey guys, Saintsfan here, and welcome back to this week's episode of the GTA 5 Q&A. Before we actually hop in, I just want to give a quick little update because somebody on Twitter, one of my followers, actually tweeted me this picture, and I mean, it could be fake for all I know, but according to him, he actually emailed the Rockstar support and says, "Hey, I'm level 159. Will I get the $1 million cash if I'm over 135? Because if you guys didn't see the video I did literally an hour ago, there's this really odd situation where a few people have seen a loading screen in GTA that says if you reach rank 135 by tonight, you'll get a free $1 million. So Rockstar support actually said, "Hello, or thank you for raising your concern. We understand the issue that you are facing, and we would like to inform you that the GTA money will be credited to you on the 16th of September. So I don't know if this is indicating that if you're above level 135, you'll get free $1 million, but at least somebody emailed Rockstar support to inquire about it, and that's the answer they received. So I don't know. Get to 135, and if you're over 135, then pray you get the free money. Now, hopping into this week's episode, the first question we have from Richie Rich: do you think we will ever be able to customize our car even more like Fast and Furious? And this ties into this next one from Harry. Have we seen the end of Benny's cars forever or just a while? And I want to answer this because I was playing GTA Online the other day, and I was actually recording for the Rockstar Logic video, and I went into the supercar category class, and I don't know, I was just scrolling through and it hit me. I was like, damn, these Sultans I have look really cool. Why haven't we got any other cars like that in a while? Like, it doesn't make sense to me because from a business perspective, right? If you do something and people love it, wouldn't you do more of that? But it almost seems like the January update of 2015 with the Banshee and with the Sultan, it almost seems like that was kind of a one-off thing. Like maybe one of the developers was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm bored. Let's just make the Sultan RS and the Banshee really awesome. And that's what they did. But then it didn't proceed to do any other cars like it, except for the few Lowriders. But let's be honest, a van, no. The Sabre Turbo was pretty cool, and there was like maybe one or other two cars that came out that were Lowriders that came out after the Sultan that were pretty cool, but the Sultan remains one of the best vehicles in the game in terms of customizing, if not the best. It just, you can make so many different options. There's so many cool customization features that they have, and we haven't seen any more of that in over a year. Actually, did I say 2015? It came out this year. Yeah, the January update came out at the beginning of this year, not 2 years ago or a year and a half ago. But anyway, back to the question, like, have we seen the end of Benny's cars, and do you think we'll ever be able to customize our cars more? The logical answer would be yes. Like, if Rockstar want to make the community happy, so to speak, why would they not do something that was really well received? I mean, honestly, that little update was probably one of the most well received updates that have come out in a while, because the Stunt update, people were like, or some people, now this is probably a minority, but some people were complaining that, oh, I don't want to, this is not realistic, it doesn't fit the GTA game. And then the update before that, the CEO update, people were complaining that everything was too expensive. And the list just goes on. But with the Benny's update, or with the Sultan, that little mini update with the two cars, and I think there was an adversary mode in January, I don't think anyone complained. Well, one, because it was a surprise. It was one of the only DLCs that no one knew it was coming, and the cars were freaking awesome. Now, the Banshee, you know, whatever. You can say what you will. At the beginning, it actually kind of sucked, like, a lot, but... And the fact that they moved them into the super category, whatever. But in free roam, or for free roam, using those cars, having that amount of customization is awesome. So, I don't know, man. It feels like if they were going to do it again, they would have done it again. But you never know with Rockstar. I mean, whatever comes after this biker DLC, whenever that comes out, is yet to be determined. Maybe they'll revisit Benny. I was really hoping with the Stunt update, we got like, what, 18 cars, but you can only customize like 3 of them. And it's just, it's unfortunate, because that was something that people, and I especially, really enjoy. That's why I have freaking 3 of them. I have 3 Sultans, even though I barely drive them anymore, but I have 3 Sultans just because I love the way they look, and they all look super different. But I don't know. That's my little ramble thoughts on that whole situation. Next question from Mr. Green. Do you think having a better stealth system in GTA Online can some way help with the game not being so military oriented? And this is an interesting idea. I've never really considered this, and I don't know if this would necessarily work. Like, what would a stealth system have to do with military, like a military orientation? Maybe if you had a better stealth system, people wouldn't kill you often. I don't know. I mean, I've always said I think it'd be a lot better if GTA Online didn't show people's markers on the map unless they did something specific, like steal a car or got a bounty or something. But apart from that, I mean, if anyone has any suggestions, maybe let me know in the comments. But I don't know. Apart from my little idea, what sort of, I mean, do you mean like stealth system? You mean like crouching and laying down? I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but I don't really know if anything can really steer GTA Online away from being military oriented. Next one from Ashley. Do you think Rockstar would release GTA 5 for the PS4 Pro? So this is actually something that I thought about the other day when Sony announced the PS4 Pro, and then even going back to E3 when Xbox or Microsoft announced their Xbox Scorpio, like the next gen consoles. I don't know if they will, only because GTA is approaching 3 years old, and like it'd be crazy if they do. But this game, if it does, would be out on 3 separate consoles. That's pretty impressive. You get the freaking PS3, you know, and the Xbox 360, PS4, Xbox One, and then the Xbox Scorpio and the PS4 Pro. I don't know if Rockstar is going to re-release them, though, just because that probably would take a lot of time. And you figure by, you know, at least when the Xbox Scorpio comes out sometime next year, we'll get some information on maybe GTA 6 and, like, their next game. So I don't see it happening. I mean, they might do, like, you know, hey, it looks a little bit better, but I doubt, or you know what, if anything, it'll probably run at a higher frame rate. I could see that happening. Instead of being locked at 30, you could probably play at 60 on those consoles because they are beefier, they have better hardware. But apart from that, I don't think they will sort of redo anything for the next consoles. Daniel, Mr. Broclaw, what do you think of Watch Dogs 2? Are you going to buy it if Ubisoft doesn't downgrade it? I'm going to get it. I'm going to play it. But I don't know, man. I played it a little bit at E3, and I was not impressed by anything, unfortunately. I mean, I kind of liked Watch Dogs 2, but the biggest problem was the driving. And unfortunately, the driving in Watch Dogs 2, at least in the little early alpha build or whatever it was that I played at E3, it kind of was the same. And in a game that's open world, set in real, like in modern day, if you don't have a solid transportation system, if the car mechanics don't work, then it's gonna be really annoying. That's why GTA is so great, just because the basic mechanics work. Driving feels amazing in GTA. It might be a little bit too arcadey for some people. It's not like GTA 4, but it feels nice. I mean, it's the reason why it's one of the biggest racing games, despite it not being classified as a racing game. But that's the problem that plagues these other open world games, and I'm hoping Mafia 3 kinda, you know, has a good driving system too, because I'm really interested in that game. But if they don't have good transportation, like good driving systems, then I think ultimately that's going to turn me and a lot of people off. So I'm going to get it. We're going to see how it goes, but I'm not expecting anything crazy. And then last but not least, we have TCAPdog with a pretty interesting question here, because I've actually seen a lot of stuff going on lately about this topic. What do you think about the TO1 and TO2 doors in the Chiliad tunnel? So, the question of the day, I guess, do you think the Chiliad Mystery is still out there? Like, do you think there still is a Chiliad Mystery, or is it all over? Now, the only reason why I can say that it might not be over is because about a month or two ago, in one of the most recent updates, Rockstar actually added a part to the Chiliad Mystery to the peyote plants, where you can be Bigfoot, and then you can actually fight against the beast from online. It was a really complicated set of Easter eggs. You had to like go and trigger certain points. It took forever to do. You had to do it on certain days at certain times, and then you got this reward. Now, the reward was probably a little disappointing for some people, especially after all the stuff they went through. But still, looks like Rockstar has not given up on single-player Easter eggs as of yet. And because of that, I still think the Chiliad Mystery is out there. Like, I still think there could be something going on. And relating it to the question of TO1 and TO2 doors, if you didn't know, basically people have been speculating over the last 2 weeks or so that these doors in the Mount Chiliad tunnel, if you go in the tunnel that's underneath Mount Chiliad, you'll see these doors on the side. And if you actually go to those doors with a companion, like with another player or another person, like Michael, if you're Franklin, you can actually hear weird noises, weird voices and stuff. So people are kind of like, well, what's going on? Like, is there something behind these doors? Do we have to trigger something to unlock them? Is this the next step to the Easter egg? And no one really knows. No one's figured out anything as of yet. But what do I think about it? Dude, I think it's awesome that there's still people out there 3 years in trying to, you know, unlock or figure out this DLC, or that's DLC, this mystery story or something. And I hope there is a definitive answer at the end. I hope, whether it's through an update that Rockstar puts in the game or something that, people still haven't figured out and then they do figure it out. I think it's really awesome, and yeah, I hope to see it resolved by the time the next GTA comes out. But that is it with the questions. If you do want to ask me one for next week, just go on Twitter, use the hashtag AskSaints. See you all in the next one. As always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.